first book I have is Project Mulberry by Linda Sue Park. In this book, Julia and her friend Patrick want to win a blue ribbon at the state fair, but they have to have the perfect project first. Julia's mother suggests they try raising silkworms like she did as a young girl in Korea. Patrick is really excited about the idea, but Julia wishes it was really something more American. She's really not sure about her Korean ancestry. It always makes her feel so different. Julia struggles throughout this book as to whether or not this is the right project for her. It's a great book about friendship, fears, and it even talks a little bit about discrimination and fitting in, because Julia's not so sure that her mother approves of Julia making friends with an older African American in their town. And she has to have his help in order for their project to succeed. This is a great book about friendship. And it's really interesting because throughout this book, the author, Linda Sue Park, even has some conversations with Julia herself. Dimond Willow by Helen Frost. Now in this story, Willow just doesn't seem to fit in at school. She'd rather blend in and be unnoticed. She really wishes her parents would notice that she's growing up, though. And she's worried that her best friend is starting to like a boy more than her. What she really wants, though, is to be able to be seen as responsible enough to mush the dogs and run all the way out to her grandparents' house herself, with Roxy in the lead. When she finally gets permission to do this, something horrible happens. And it takes a group of friends to help Willow figure out who she really is and what she's all capable of doing. This is a great story about adventure, and Willow really has to overcome being trapped alone by herself with her dogs on the Alaskan tundra. The last book I want to talk to you about is The Infamous Ratsos by Kara LaReau. Now, this book is a comedy if you're looking for something funny and humorous. In this book, Louie and Ralphie Ratso are no softies. They are tough, just like their dad, Big Lou. And they keep setting out to do the meanest, toughest things they can think of, like stealing a hat from a big kid at school and making a horrible sandwich to play a trick on a new girl for lunch. But what happens when all these horrible, mean tricks they're playing turn out making them seem like the sweetest guys in the world? How can stealing someone's hat make you a good guy? Well, it all happens to Louie and Ralphie Ratso in this book. You are going to love it, and you are going to laugh at what happens.